Question 15. We have to work out the gradient of the graph at t equals 3. First of all, I'm noticing that t in seconds is the x-axis. When t equals 3, that's this point here. So if I follow that to my graph, that's at this point right here. If I want to work out an estimate of the gradient of the graph at that point, the gradient is the steepness of the curve at that point. So what I have to do is draw a tangent to that curve when t equals 3, like this. Now, to work out an estimate of the gradient then of that curve, I can just do change in y divided by change in x of that line. So if I think about this point here, that is at 1.8. On top of the line that I've drawn here is here at 5.4. So I know that the difference in height there is going to be 5.4 take away 1.8, and don't be afraid to use column width if you really want to. So 14 take away 8 is 6, and 4 take away 1 is 3. So you have 3.6 as a change in the y direction. And I spread these points out as far as I could based on my line, because the further apart I choose my points on my tangent, the more accurate my readings are going to be. I've also gone from 0 to 6 on the x-axis, so that's a difference of 6. So the gradient of my graph when t equals 3 is going to be the change in y, which is 3.6, divided by the change in x, which was 6, therefore 0.6. And this is an estimation because you're estimating the tangent to the curve at that point. So the line you've drawn won't be the most accurate, and there is a range of values that you could have as an answer to that. The area under the graph, well, the area under the graph is this space under here. The area under the graph then is an area on a speed time graph. Now, area is when you multiply dimensions together. This is therefore speed times time. And what is represented by speed times time is distance. So this is the distance travelled. Okay. The area then represents the distance travelled, the speed multiplied by the time to get the area. So you get 1 mark for drawing a tangent, 1 mark for correctly doing a change in y divided by a change in x, and 1 mark for getting the answer within the required range. And finally 1 mark for recognizing that the area under the curve of a speed time graph is the distance travelled.